but don't always be available. All right. Make sure you've got some time for you. So don't accept calls after a certain time, and make sure it suits you and it fits in with your boundaries, your respectful boundaries of yourself. Because somebody calling you at 12 midnight isn't asking about your day. They're not. Somebody texts you and says, "What are you doing?" That's probably the worst thing. What are you doing? What am I doing? No, that's not a question that you answer. What am I doing is not a question for you. Hello and welcome to Relationship SOS, episode 2. How to stop being jarred. Sounds a bit like somebody's jarring you and you're thinking, how do I stop being jarred? Meaning cookie jarred. Stop being cookie jarred. Don't be put in a jar and not be breadcrumbed or benched. But most importantly, not jarred. In the previous episode, we looked at all the signs of that you were being jarred, how to recognise what being jarred actually looks like when you're cookie jarred, when you're benched, and when you're fed breadcrumbs. So, to stop it, some simple tips, because it's very easy to fall into bad habits where we allow things to happen. Most importantly, we've got to take responsibility for ourselves. When it comes to dating and seeing a person from which we like, we may be attracted to them for whatever reason, we tend to fall into that need to be accepted and approved and not be rejected. So some of us like to accept things which do not support us being the person that we are. And being jarred and cookie jarred and benched and fed breadcrumbs are all those things. This is not a way to encourage your confidence. So how to stop it? So 1, reduce the amount of space you give to this person. Okay? So by space, I'm talking about emotional, mental, physical space. All right? Don't allow them to be in every single thought, every single thing that you do. You've got to allow yourself to be yourself. Dating is wonderful, but when you have somebody come into your life and then flood your life, you end up with no life unless you're with them. But it first starts with the beginning thoughts. Everything starts with a thought. So recognize when all of your thoughts are completely of infatuation, obsession about the other person. Okay? You've got to have some thoughts for yourself. So reduce the amount of space. How do you do that? That's up to you. But there's many things you can do. Go to the gym. You can work on yourself. You can engage in an activity which is for you and maybe some friends. Number 2, recognize that you are a whole person in need of yourself before anyone else. So you don't need another person. People say things like, oh, he completes me. If he completes you, then you need help. Nobody needs to complete you. You complete you. Okay? We hear it in the movies, but you complete. No, it's not the look. So practice self-acceptance and self-care acts, because if you're in a position where somebody else completes you, then you're not in a good position for dating. That's number 2. Number 3, question their motives. Okay? Openly ask. Some people are scared to ask questions when it comes to dating, and some people ask the wrong question. Ask questions such as, why are you calling me this late at night? How come you only call me this late at night? Why is it we seem to only be doing things that you want to do? Let me just assess this whole situation and work out how this can actually work for me too. Okay? Because you're in it as well, and you're another person, and your needs matter. It's important that your needs matter. You're not looking for it to be 50-50, but you're looking for interest and acceptance of yourself and them as well. It's got to be a nice equilibrium, so that as you're dating, you're not just giving out, you're also receiving, and you've also got a nice blend of the flow. Okay, it means conversation as well. It can't just be about the other person. You've got to have some input also about you. Number 4, put in some boundaries. Boundaries are so important. So many people start dating and just let everything out, and they are open to the elements and hold back nothing. Place some boundaries. Don't accept calls after a certain time. Don't play silly games like ignore calls, but don't always be available. All right? Make sure you've got some time for you. So don't accept calls after a certain time, and make sure it suits you and it fits in with your boundaries, your respectful boundaries of yourself. Because somebody calling you at 12 midnight isn't asking about your day. They're not. You know, somebody texts you and says, what are you doing? That's probably the worst thing. What are you doing? What am I doing? No, that's not a question that you answer. What am I doing is not a question for you. Okay, so the problem with cookie jarring and benching and breadcrumbing is that no set boundaries are set, and the rules are created by the dominant person in the equation at that date, in that dating experience. So whoever is the dominant one, they're setting the boundaries, and it's about them, not you. You got to make sure you get your boundaries in there too. Don't be easily led. You are in control of what you do. Okay? Sometimes we are fed ideas and opinions about ourselves, and we believe them over a period of time, and we need somebody else to validate us. And we often play that out when we meet somebody, particularly with dating. Okay? So if you think you are not good enough, then you will respond and behave as though you aren't. People say that narcissistic people feed off the vulnerable because they can sense it. I say narcissists notice how you treat yourself and in turn treat you according to how you treat you. So people can't treat you any better than you treat you. You got to set the standard for how you want to be treated. So treat yourself how you want to be treated. Set the tone of your treatment. Yeah? Your thoughts and stories that you tell yourself during your dating experience are hardwired and embedded in your mind. They shape your attitudes and behaviours that you display. So in order to support yourself better, ensure what you're thinking is supportive of you as a person. And if they're not, you're going to have to sort that out before you start dating. So, you want to know more on how to do this? Well, I'm going to tell you how you can do this effectively. Sign up to the newsletter, You Now. And in that newsletter, you will get weekly updates to your inbox. You will get more tailored videos. You will get guides. You'll get support on how to manage in relationships and how to better support yourself, how to build your confidence and how to be successful, because it's all about you now. So sign up, go to the website. The link is in the description box. If you want to find out if you are actually a jealous type or an angry type, you can go to the website. It's also in the description box, and you'll find tons of information that will be able to support you to recognise and understand yourself. So sign up. My name is Disree Shaw. I'm a psychotherapist and I practice at the Priory. I'm on a mission to make therapy accessible and change the world one thought at a time. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the flip side. Bye for now. Desiree done. I said flip side again. It keeps coming out.
It's your true self.
One top, two top ones. That's three.
Make sure you do the maths. Can you do the maths?
I'm not listening. I don't want a lawsuit. One top, two top ones. Three top, four top fives. One top, two top ones.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you
Ready
ready?
like Eddie, because I'm steady.
Is
Ready,
this
ready.
The volume
ready
when
like
you're
everything.
speaking?
No, I shall be talking in my louder voice. This shall be the voice I shall be using.
Desiree shan't.
Desiree shan't. Desiree can't. No, I can't. I shouldn't. Okay, I can't.
Okay.
I can't. I can. I can. Spitting some bars. I'm a char. Booyaka, booyaka. Shebaranks. Is that good? Mic sound. My mic sounds right. Check 1. Mic sounds right. Check 2. That was 4. It's 2 top ones.